Hey everyone, before we get started on this bear track, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give our video a thumbs up, and then we'll get going. So I've got to fix everyone's feeds to take out. The cow feed is already done. I'm going to go check on our laying hens that are only about 15 weeks old. So I might need to top their food off a little bit. I'll check on them. I've got to get our laying hens stay down with the cow. I gotta get them straight. And I do need to check on our rabbits. Make sure they have enough food. Well, right as I was going outside to feed, I noticed at the door, my husband already fixed the feeds and left them for me. And I'm very thankful for that. So this actually isn't something that we talk about a lot here on our channel. But I'm going to talk to you about it today because it's important. And it definitely goes into how we plan our homestead and how we deal with animals, and when we make long-term plans, this plays into it too. This is Luther and Luna. So when you're planning out your homestead, you're really going to have to pay attention to the size, the amount of time you're going to have to devote to your homestead, and who's going to be the person responsible for taking care of it. So it just so happens this weekend is the perfect example. My husband has been called away from our homestead for work. It happens from time to time, and I'm the one here to take care of everything. So part of that rooster has never attacked me. Come on, rooster. No, sir. It's feed. And I'm trying to video. Come on, dude. You've always been good. Not today, huh? All right, I might have to set the camera down. Maybe he doesn't like the camera. Let's see what's going on with him. And then I'll get back to you. Hold on. Hey, you want to be on camera, Mr. Rooster? Don't come after me. No, sir. Oh, ate all that food? I think he's being crazy because we are introducing some new hens. Say toodaloo, sir. So, before my rooster went crazy, whoops, and then I almost tripped. Gracious. I was saying, you got to be aware of who's going to be taking care of things. So, my husband got called away for work, which happens from time to time, and luckily it's not all the time, but he did for this brief, hopefully brief few days. And so I'm the one here that has to take care of the homestead now. So when you're planning your homestead, you've got to be really certain that the person being left behind, or that each of you can take care of the homestead by yourself should the need arise. So today I'm going to take you around and show you what happens with feeding and how we kind of try to make things somewhat easier to help out with when it's just one of us. So we do have a dairy cow. I'm actually going to feed her and the chickens in her pasture right now. And this morning, before my husband left, he went down here and then told me, hey, there's a bear print down here right near the cow pasture, a nice fresh one. It's great. Now I'll get eaten by a bear while I go feed the cow today. Fun times. But, so one thing early on was for the first year that we had our cow, I was the milker. And I milked Buttercup every single day at 5 o'clock a.m. and 5 p.m. Well, you know that if you watched our channel, you know that we have twins that have cerebral palsy. And with that comes therapy appointments and doctor's appointments and surgeries and things that I have to. Ooh, sure enough, there's that bear print. Hold on, let me show you. That. Let me see if I can get out the sunlight. Here's that print. And there's, it looks like another one. I might be able to see it because of the sun. What? So like I was saying, I was the only one that can milk for at least a year because my husband didn't know how to milk, and I don't know, I guess I didn't just make him learn. So, hey everybody, here is our crew, the birds that are down here with the cow. Everyone's eager for dinner. And so, without having him milk, the milking was all my responsibility, which made things a little, all right, Buttercup. Whoa. All right, head out your bucket. Here you go. Get her grain. Let's get the chickies fed. Come on, chickies. The other thing I wanted to mention is make sure that your things you need for feeding and watering are kind of close by your animals, so that then you're not going all over the farm by yourself trying to fill water buckets or gather everybody's food. So we have our food in a central location, and then we have our hay kept close by to where the cow is, right there, so that it's where we need it.
Oh, everybody's water is still full.
We have
Look at
the water container right at the cow.
Nice.
And then we have.
So now let's grab some hay. So it wasn't until about the second year that we had our dairy cow that my husband finally learned to start milking. And I will tell you that when that happened, it was so nice, because if I had to be gone, if I was with the kids, or if an appointment was running late, he was then able to help milk. And so before, I might be late getting home and I would just have to milk when I got here. You got to be able to open up the containers to get hay out of if you were taking care of the homestead by yourself. Also, let me sit you down. Got to use my mama muscles here. All right, let's get some hay for Buttercup. On our chickens, we have their houses with roofs that are slanted so that they kind of feed into their water buckets when it rains. And then when it's not raining, we just need to pay attention to make sure that they stay filled. For now, that's what we do. We do plan on doing a lot more
rainwater catchment in order to water our garden and to water our livestock this coming year.
So far, so good. I didn't get eaten by a bear while I was feeding up. Now I'm going to take care of everyone else. So like I was saying, you got to both be able to manage the homestead should you have to do it alone. So luckily, we knew in advance this time that my husband was going to be gone for a day or two, maybe longer. So he was actually able to set some food aside, and he went on and helped me out, knowing that I was going to be taking care of the farm and children and everything else. So I appreciate him doing that for me. But if he wasn't here, our homestead is the right size that I would still be able to do this. I could still get everybody's food prepared, get the feeds out to everybody, get water straight, collect eggs. And if it's in the summertime, I would still be able to take care of the garden and, pull any vegetables or fruits that might be coming in. And if it was a time where we were raising meat chickens or anything like that, I could move the coops and take care of them as well. So when you're planning your homestead, just be mindful of those things. Make sure you have things that are close to your home. You don't want to be walking miles away, especially if you have kids that are also like in the house, or my kids can come outside with me, but if it's raining and pouring down rain, I'm not going to pull them all out here just so I can feed up. So you want things that are kind of close by your house, animals, your garden, things like that. And you want to have things a manageable size so that no matter who's left to take care of the homestead, they're able to do that effectively. And if something happened and he was going to be gone for a really long period of time, or I was going to be gone for a very long period of time, and we didn't feel comfortable with the time it takes to put into milking a cow twice a day or having to feed everybody, then you would have to look at downsizing or either hiring out help. So before you go jumping into getting every single animal that you want, or to having a 20,000 square foot garden plot, just keep those things in mind, like who's going to be taking care of it, who's going to be around, what happens if someone gets hurt, or depending on work schedule, someone has to go out and work, or just in our situation, having 2 kids with special needs, something can pop up like that with my husband's job. He can get called away pretty quickly also. So when you're thinking about your homestead, just keep those things in mind so that you can live your dream of homesteading and raising food and caring for your animals, and still being able to take care of your family and other things that call. My ultimate goal is that we don't have to depend on his job forever to help pay for bills here. But that is a long-term goal, but something that we're focusing on, just so that the reality is more of we're here, we're taking care of the farm, we're taking care of our children as a family unit, and not always having to be called away or report to a job that, takes you away for periods of time and leaves the family to take care of things when in your absence. So give our video a thumbs up. We'd love for you to share our channel with others. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's really important to us, guys. We'd really like to grow this YouTube channel this year and just keep putting out more and more content for you all. And we would love to just increase our subscribers too. So if you could help us out with that, we'd really appreciate it. Stay tuned. We got more videos coming for you later in the week. Hope everyone has a great week.